What's going on, guys? Welcome back to domscrypto, where we talk about cryptocurrencies and blockchain. If you haven't already, make sure you click the subscribe button so you don't miss any future uploads. Today we want to be talking about Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been falling for the past however many weeks we've had in this downfall, and the prices that we've seen at the very top were around $69,000. And in the past 3 weeks, we've seen a decline to just around 17,500. That makes 74% drawback in the price of Bitcoin. To many, this is a disaster. There is also a group of people that see this as an opportunity, because if someone told you that you were able to buy Bitcoin just around this level, so November 2020, before we had a rise to 69,000, I think there wouldn't be anyone who wouldn't take this opportunity. So we've seen a price decline because of many reasons. First of all, we had a sharp escalation in price back in 2020 to the end of 2021, and we've experienced many altcoins going parabolic as well during that time. But in 2022, we've seen an effect of many things that were happening during this time take place. For example, inflation rate has been on the rise. Right now, the US inflation rate has been 8.6% back in May, which was the 40-year high. And this has led the governments around the world to increase interest rates to prevent this inflation from going any further. Going back to our chart, the big parabola we had back in 2020 and 2021 was a result of printing money like crazy. And this has been caused by a pandemic that we've experienced and also many other factors. In 2022, the printer has been very slow. It hasn't been printing money like it was back in 2020 and 21. You can say that Bitcoin is a child of low interest rates, because since the beginning of Bitcoin, we were having low interest rates around the world. This has changed in 2022, and we've seen this decline not only in Bitcoin, but also in traditional markets. What does that mean for people in the US and also everywhere else in the world? Well, people are not very happy because those rising interest rates mean they have less and less in their wallets. So what do you do to prevent this from happening? Well, you have to print money again. And this is why I believe that the midterm elections that are taking place at the beginning of November will be very significant for crypto, but also the entire financial market. So because these elections are taking place, I think the printer will start printing again. And this will be done to make people who invest in the markets happier before those elections take place. Just imagine that you have a country with people who are losing money for the past months. They're not going to trust in what you say. Therefore, you go back to square one, which is printing and causing the prices of assets that they have, that they've invested in, to go up. So this is my plan for the next 126 days. From now on until the elections, midterm elections in the US in November, I think this time is crucial when it comes to securing your positions in Bitcoin and also altcoins. And when it comes to altcoins that I'm accumulating, I'm going to be releasing a video on that next week with a list of 5 altcoins that I will be going heavy on. So this box that we see right here is 126 days until the midterm elections, and I think from now until then, it's a good opportunity for those who want to create a position. It's very, very hard to predict what the price is going to do. We might see lower prices until then, but we also might hang around those 20k and then see a flash crash to, for example, 14k. Catching that bottom is very hard. It's almost impossible. Therefore, if you want to build a position and if you want to create a portfolio from now until the elections, I think this time would be crucial, because my strategy is that from now until maybe mid-September, we'll be seeing prices go sideways, but also maybe slightly further down. In that time, I want to create my positions because in September, they're gonna start printing again to make people happy. Therefore, crypto will benefit, prices will rise again, and the morale of people in the US will go through the roof. Also, one more thing that I want to show you is this interesting chart that Glassnode has released, which shows that revived supply of 1 year plus has spiked over the last week, with 20k to 36k being spent per day by holders with coins accumulated H1 2021 or earlier. So people who have accumulated Bitcoins around these levels back in 2021 have effectively sold their positions, which means the panic has already hit the market for Bitcoin. Also, one more thing that I want to show you, which is very interesting, is CZ Binance, who is the founder of the biggest cryptocurrency exchange, has said that many may laugh at Michael Saylor now, but he will get the last laugh in time. Bookmark this tweet. I think this tweet is very powerful because people like CZ know exactly where this market is going, and they have a big picture in front of them, which many of us just don't have. Therefore, taking into account that many who bought on the top have already sold, already capitulated, also taking into account the midterm elections in the US and potential for more money printing that's coming up, I think this box is crucial for me personally, for my strategy. As always, anything that is said here is not financial advice. I'm just talking about what I'm doing personally. I will be accumulating altcoins in this box in this 126-day period from now on to have a nice DCA position with a portfolio of great altcoins, but also Bitcoin itself. I know I'm not going to catch the exact bottom, therefore giving myself a nice time to accumulate is the way to go. What do you think about the price of Bitcoin? Where do you think the bottom is? Have we already hit the bottom with 17.5k, or do you think we'll see lower prices? And what is your strategy for altcoins? Let me know in the comment section below. I want to know which altcoins you're accumulating. And this is it for today. I'll see you in the next one.